Congrats are in order for the Atlanta Hawks and their head coach, Nate McMillan, who was technically the interim coach. You know, Nate took over the Hawks when they were 14-20 after the Hawks fired Lloyd Pierce. And, you know, Nate went 27-11 to get the Hawks into the postseason. And then obviously Atlanta, they went 6 games with the Milwaukee Bucks. And obviously both teams were dealing with injuries. But if you're an Atlanta Hawk fan, obviously you feel like you missed an opportunity to get to the NBA Finals, but you have absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. This team was thinking lottery again. And Nate, you know, he was fired from Indiana. I thought that was a very bad firing from the Pacers, who regressed this season. And, you know, you bring in Nate, he uplifts that team. You know, many people thought Trae Young was on his way out of Atlanta. Now all of a sudden it looks like Young can't leave Atlanta. And you got Nate locked up. Apparently, it's a 4-year deal. Some of the final details of the contract have not been disclosed to the public yet, but it is official. Nate McMillan will be back with Atlanta for the foreseeable future. That interim tag has been removed, and he is now officially the head coach of the Atlanta Hawks. I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is one of the ones that I was worried about. You know, it was like Nate made some noise down the stretch, and you look up at the standings towards the end of the regular season, you're like, oh, wow, the Hawks are hovering around the 4 or 5 seed. Nate should get another opportunity to coach this team next year. Then you look at the Hawks in the first round, and they beat up on the New York Knickerbockers, and it's like, man, Nate should be the Atlanta Hawks coach going forward. He's earned that role. Then they go and beat the Sixers in 7 games, the number 1 seed out east, and it's like, yo, bro, the Hawks better find a way to get Nate back in for the foreseeable future. Then they go up against Milwaukee, and they win game 1, it's like, yo, bruh, Nate might not want to come back to Atlanta. Nate might go elsewhere because he's going to have so many opportunities, or at least that's what you envision. Obviously, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, yo, this is a black man. Obviously, a lot of black head coaches that, you know, are in basketball don't get that opportunity. And Nate should have been, as I said on my Twitter account a few days ago, I was like, yo, Nate should be the most coveted basketball coach since Phil Jackson. What he was able to do in Atlanta and flip that season around for that team, nothing short of remarkable. Congratulations to both the Hawks and McMillan. I feel like they were kind of pushed into a corner. If they would have not brought Nate McMillan back, you would have killed a lot of that steam momentum. Who knows what you would have did to Trae Young. And now the Hawks turn their attention towards another one of their all-season goals, which will be the future of John Collins. Do you give him long-term money, what he's going to want, which is around max deal money? We'll talk about that more in a couple of days. Do you give him that? Do you allow him to test the waters and then see what's out there for him and choose to match that offer or not? We shall see. But at least one of the building blocks for the Hawks is solidified for the future, as Nate McMillan and the Atlanta Hawks agreed to a 4-year deal.